Hello, this is Mr. Weber. This is just a brief tutorial to show you some of the features in QutTime, and more specifically how to update information in your profile, including your birth date, and also how to access our cell phone communication system. If you have not yet done so, please make sure that you go into your email address that we have on file to register with QutTime to create a password. Once you've done that, you can officially go to cuttime.net/sign-in to log in for the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my email address and my password, which brings me to my profile page. Now, this is a test account that I created just for the purpose of showing this tutorial, and this is from the perspective of a student or a parent that we have registered in the system. So when you first land here, you'll see some news, assignments, RSVPs. We haven't really set that up yet, but you'll see these things pop up on your profile as we put them in. A lot of this information is part of your application that you filled out online. However, please make sure that if you're a parent account that you have your appropriate date of birth. Now, this is important mainly because any students that are younger than, I believe it's 15 or 16 years old, we have to have a parent account registered with the student. So when you put your birth date in here, you're sort of proving that you're the adult. We can link the accounts and then it won't be a problem. You can type in your student ID, your locker combo. Some of the stuff is not really pertinent to what we're doing, but let's say that you change your email address. You no longer have access to the email that you had before. You can always enter a new email address here. You can always update your address, city, state, country. I don't think anyone's here living outside of the US. Now here's the really important part. We have cell phones on file, but we don't have a lot of the provider information. In order to receive a text message from us through QutTime, you need to make sure that you select the appropriate provider. If you change cell phones or you change providers, you yourself can go into the system and update as needed. So I have my cell phone number in here. Of course, that's not real. And then I am going to select, where am I? Well, let's say I have Cricket. Okay. You can always opt out of receiving emails or texts. I would keep both of these options open just in case your email is not receiving emails or if your phone is not receiving text messages. Some of this other information, emergency medical release, legal release for events, photo release, all of that information your parent or guardian should have agreed to, and we type that information in for you. You can always update the school that you attend, and then we put in the transportation information that your parent or guardian approves, whether it's being picked up by a parent or guardian, whether you're taking RTS, or if you are walking to and from rehearsals. Once you get to the bottom of this page, after you've selected your telephone and your provider, please make sure to click Save. Okay, if you don't click Save and double check, I'm scrolling down here, okay, there's my number and my mobile provider. If that's good, then you're good. Alright, down here is just some emergency contact phone information. If I'm a student and I click on relationships, I'll see my parents' information here. We can always link parent and student accounts as needed. I don't think you have access to uniform information, but also if you wanted to change your password, you can type in a new password here to make sure it has at least one lowercase, one uppercase, and one number. You'll also see inventory and attire assigned once we get started with putting in like drums. If you're renting a drum from us, you'll see that here, and then once we get the uniform situated, you'll see your uniform attire listed in here as part of like an inventory, almost like you're checking out like a library book. Now, up at the top here, there's a couple of different tabs. Assignments, if we have specific things that we want each group to work on. Here's a really important feature, is our new calendar. The default view is to show all ensembles. Now, QutTime is a shared account with Pride of Rochester Marching Band, the Rock City Players Theater Group, and the Voices of Victory Gospel Choir. If you only want to see the Pride of Rochester Marching Band events, make sure that you click off Pride of Rochester Marching Band and click Filter, and you'll only see the calendar events that are for Pride of Rochester Marching Band. So the upcoming event here is a rehearsal, and it gives you all this information: School Without Walls, some special notes, times and contact information, a specific schedule, and it even comes with a nifty map. Occasionally we will post volunteer opportunities and files and documents for you to view, and all of this information is accessible through your student or parent account. There's nothing really to look at here under people. It's just a complete roster of all parents and students that we have in the system. Not sure that that's going to be meaningful to anyone. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at theprideofrochester@rcsd121.org, and we will be happy to answer any questions, comments, or concerns that you have. Thank you.